Hello, hello. Oh, got back from the Walmart. I got some stuff. Got some cloth seats and some placemats and a little round thing for my what you call it, spices and soup things and all that stuff. But yeah, I like this stuff. Mango chili. Yeah, I got me some bread, some eggs, and all that shit. Things are expensive. Everything's expensive now. And I'm just like, I walked into Walmart, you know, and then tried to feel people, as I walk through Walmart. Usually, that's what I usually do. That's another way for me to kind of like practice in a way. See how most of the people that I felt in Walmart, I saw religious people, that it's pretty obvious when you have a cross on your chest and you're wearing a shirt with a cross on it. I try to feel them, but it's like I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel no energy. I couldn't feel. It just felt kind of, it's like there's nothing. They have no positive energy, or mostly most religious people that I felt are mostly negative because I always felt the fear in my stomach all the time, and they start shaking up for some reason. I don't know. It's like and some of them, some people. There are some people that I felt a little energy from, as I walked in there. But majority of all the people in Walmart, it's like I didn't feel nothing actually. I didn't feel anything. The majority of the people in Walmart, you know. My thing is, I think I'm gonna just, once I get settled down and everything's all situated and all that stuff. My thing is, I will roam around different stores, and Chick-fil-A is a Christian place, and I'll go to Chick-fil-A and see what kind of energy I feel from these people, because it's like a church, like down fucking the road, like down the road from where I live. Typical South, church at every corner. But it's like I still see that guy. He's like a gray. He's a tall gray, white, brown glasses and all that stuff. I still see him. I see him. This one has a hat. I see a fucking hat. It's like one of the old 50 styles hat. Black. He's wearing black, and he's wearing black rim glasses, round glasses. I don't see a nose on him, but it's like pretty interesting if I can just hear his fucking voice when he talks, I don't feel his energy now on that guy. I don't know. One thing is weird. I didn't sleep that well. I was tired as fuck from driving. I drove 1,600 miles in 3 days. And I'm not stressing out for some reason, I know I have my bills. I saw my bills and I said, what the fuck, I'm gonna fucking pay for this. So I had to fucking pace myself on that part. But I'm not gonna let it stress me out, I'm not gonna let bills stress me out because I'll figure out how to fucking coordinate this, you know? It's funny when I talk, I'm talking to myself. I'm looking at myself when I talk, you know? I'm the reflection of my own self when I do these fucking vlogs, you know? It's funny being transgendered and having metaphysical ability and a source family member, you know? And it's like, I know my next body, for me, I think this is going to be, I'm going to take a break from my last life. At least I know how many lives I have, you know? Yeah, I had one guy, flat earther. He's a flat earther, you know? And the first thing he comes out, he calls me a succubus or an incubus, you know? Being the dragon that I am, you know? I don't know. I called him a succubus because usually somebody who sucks fear out of people and their beliefs, you know? That's what they are. I just use a different term for them and a reverse term for them, you know? A succubus for a Christian. Christians are all succubus, if you think about it, because they love this hell we live in, you know? They like people suffering. You know, you tell me what's the difference between hell and this hell that we live in is no different, you know? Yeah, I don't believe in that bullshit, to be honest. You know, I don't believe in that bullshit. You know, it's just people, they use it to put fear on you, and then that's how they live off fear. They suck your fear. You know, and they think that's a positive thing to suck people's fear and make everybody feel like scared and threatened. You know, it's like, you know, if you don't be a slave, you're going to heaven or hell. You know, what kind of fucked up shit is that? If you're gonna, you know, if you Christians, you threaten people to be slaves for greed, and you threaten people, and you shake hands with people that kill innocent people, basically, and you don't know what's going on the other side. You don't even know what's going on in between these wars. So you listen to the media. You listen to the fucking media, and you assume you know what's going on. You listen to all this fucking media. It's just the media is playing the fucking minds of these fucking right and the left. You know, I gave up. I gave up on fucking media. I gave up on politics. You know, and I realized that majority of politics are not even human, anyways. You know, majority of the politicians are not even human, except for Donald Trump, which I found out, but he's more of a clone. He's a clone. Donald Trump is a clone, but he's human, you know? But your politicians, they're all fucking reptilians, you know? I mean, the planet is... originally, Earth, or Terra, what the reptilians call it, this is originally their planet. The reptilians, you know? It's called Terra. That's what they call it. Terra. You know? It was never our planet in the first place. We're just fucking, you know, we're just fucking slaves, you know? And one thing that's fucked up about it is they made us destroy their own planet. You know, they're making us destroy, and they know full well they don't like that. They're more, you know, they like the environment, but it just seems like they're kind of, I guess some parts, I guess there is a split in between the reptilian cultures. I mean, there are good guys, there are the good, and there's the bad. You know, the greedy, and they're most. I don't say all reptilians are all bad. You know, I don't say all reptilians are all bad. Some of them live among us, just like everyday life. You know, it's like, but it's like some are coming out, but it's like if they really saw me on the other side, these reptilians, you know, saw me as the dragon. But as a dragon, I don't know. I don't eat on the other side. I don't eat nothing on the other side. It's just it's I don't know. But you know, it's funny. I seen the ritual. Uh, Reptilians gave me showed me a ritual one time. I was sleeping. They can project their thoughts into your mind, you know, and they can show you. I was watching a ritual of a reptilian, how the way they slaughtered this guy. It sounded like he was John Cusack was the name that came up in my head one time, and the first thing I saw was slicing up the body. You know, that's what they did. They tore the body up. Why the person was alive? You know, something you can never forget. You know, they tore up the body, and then from there, when I saw that, and then I watched the reptilian, you know, take the head. The head was, when he was sucking the energy from the head was alive, yelling, ah, you know. It was interesting. I wasn't scared about it though, but it wasn't. I don't believe in that stuff. You know, I don't believe in rituals, but that's how they do things. Everything's about ritual. If you notice your religion, sacrificial lambs, you know, sacrifices. It's a ritual. You know, it's all based on reptilian culture. You know, that's how I look at religious people, the way they act and how they control themselves and all that stuff, and how warrior like they are. They're based on reptilian culture, you know, and they don't know they're all based on reptilian culture because this is a reptilian planet we live on, you know. Yeah, I know. This is a reptilian planet, you know. It was never like I said, it was never our planet, really. We were just designed to be a slave. How we look at it. That's why we're so dependent on working so much and so dependent on paying, and we always think of gold. You know, if you notice, your mind is always thinking about gold all the time. You think that's valuable, but really, gold. Think about it. Gold is really. We were supposed to dig the gold for the Anunnakis. You know, it's their youth potion. It makes them live forever. That's what gold is used for. You know. That's why we put so much value into gold all the time. You know. And it's like you could see one world and I could see another world. I see all kinds of different worlds. I always think about how the reptilian culture are. You know, I wish I could speak their language. Their language is really complicated. You know, their culture is complicated too. The reptilians. You know, you can offend them easily. You know, the warrior type reptilians are pretty interesting. It's like if you look at them a certain way, you fucking die. You know, if you notice, you go to the hood, you go to the ghetto. If you look at somebody a certain way, they'll shoot your ass. That's a reptilian. That's based on what reptilians like a reptilian culture is. I mean, if you if you compare them together, because I heard about you know draconians, the warrior types that they love the sword. They live by the sword, and they love. It's funny. Once I heard on Camelot Project about humans and Mars, and they met the reptilians, and the reptilians can't believe that we are exactly like them, in their culture. So it's like we're so similar in some ways. But I'm trying to change my ways. I don't want to be reptilian culture. I want to be a totally different culture from the reptilians. I want to veer off of the reptilian culture. I want to. I believe in a free society. I believe in a non-violent society. I believe we should coexist. Not pay bullshit. Live like a tribe. Kind of society. It's just. But I look at religion. They're so reptilian-like people. I don't want to live like that. I mean, I think. I mean, reptilians. That's their culture. That is their culture. And they've been doing that for millions of years. And here we are. We are assimilated to their culture, even though we don't know we're assimilated to it. Sometimes I wish I could meet a reptilian just to talk. A draconian, especially, a warrior type, but I don't think they would talk to me. I think they would just rather just fucking kill me if they have any warrior type. I wish I could understand more about the draconian, knowing myself. Maybe one of my lives I used to be a draconian, Maybe I think I see one of my lives as a draconian. Big old green draconian warrior. Because I was always a warrior in all my lives, I'm feeling this energy just coming to me on my legs. Usually some energies I feel start from my legs and they work their way up. It's like me thinking the way I think, it's like I think, I used to be an alien from another planet, and I always believed that I carry this thing with me about a free society, because I believed in it, and I believed that I had a society. It was a peaceful society, the free society that I was in. No politics, nothing. I mean, yeah, they had a leader or a royalty, but I don't know. Somehow I felt like everybody to me was royalty. Everybody on my planet was. It was not me. It was like everyone. I think, because I felt like I took care of my people. I always take care of my people. You know, that's always felt like that. I always, you know, medical, medical, whatever they need, we get. You know, that's how it works with me. It's like if somebody needs to be healed or somebody has a problem, we all fix it together. You know, but people don't think like that the way I think. You know, people are so individualistic that why should I fix your problem? You know, why should I care? All I care about is my problems, and you can do whatever you fucking want to do. That's how this society works. You know, we ignore each other, even by the color of our skin. We ignore each other. You know, it's funny when I walked in Walmart and I tried to look at people in the eye. Majority of them don't look you in the eye or say hi. It's one thing about me. I never say hi, but now it's like when people look at me in the eye and I just say hi, how are you? You know? That's all I say. It's just hi, how are you? You know, I'm here shopping just like everybody else is shopping. But it's like we don't help each other. You know, because our work consumes us and we're so fucking busy in our everyday life, you know? Hell, everybody should just stay home and work. That's what I always believe. Stay home and work, or mentor people, you know, mentor your kids. Change the education system. The education system does not fucking help us. I mean, the education system, you're designed to be a slave because they separate you. You know, we want a good bred a person. You know, it's like they're breeding good people to do certain jobs. You know, it's funny. You know, it's fucking funny how we are as human beings. Yes, we are on a reptilian planet. Thank you. Have a nice day.